guys, welcome back to another video, and today we have Monster Jam Points Competition Season 2, Event number 9, and including this event, there are only 2 events left in this season, and now you guys currently are looking at pretty much the top 8 in the point standings, but the top 6 are the only 6 that still mathematically have a chance at the championship, which are Whiplash, Ride Truck Gravedigger, Training Truck Zombie, Training Trucks Earthshaker, Scooby-Doo, and Ice Alien Invasion. Basically, any truck that is currently within 28 points of the points leader would still be mathematically alive since there's only 10 events, and this is event 9 out of 10. So, yeah, no, there's a very big chance that after this event, Scooby-Doo and Ice Alien Invasion's championship hopes will probably be gone because it's most likely going to come down to Whiplash, Ride Truck Gravedigger, Training Truck Zombie, and Training Trucks Earthshaker, but we'll see what happens. That is the point standings coming in, and now that I've been talking for over a minute, it is time to take a look at the races. So here's all the trucks lined up right here. Now let's get into the races. So this is event 9 out of 10, so the season is pretty much over with, but for whatever reason, if you guys don't know which truck you're in, because obviously you're in the same truck for every single event, and if you don't know which truck you're in, then make sure you go check out the Field of Trucks video that I posted like probably 2 months ago. But yeah, this is the second to last row of races. Sorry that the camera doesn't look the best right now, I'm not really sure why, but I'll make sure it's better for the next clip. But anyways, this is the last row of races, ending it off with Fire Megalodon and Monster Mutt Husky. So basically, I'm sure you guys know this by now if you guys have watched any of the points competition events, but basically if you lose in round number 1, you will get 1 point for this event to, of course, add on to your total for the entire season. Now let's quickly take a look at how the races are going to work. So of course, as always, we have the show-off showdown ramp, and the trucks will go down the ramp here. And then at the end, we have my laptop, which has the point standings, as you guys can see right there. And then we also have the Fire and Ice 5-pack, as well as the Max D 5-pack. Now, this line right here, if both trucks hit this line, whichever truck hits it first will advance. Now, there's so many times during the event where not both trucks hit it, but just in case they do, whoever hits it first advances, and if it's too close to call, like if they hit it simultaneously, then we will do a rerun. So that's basically how the races will work, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So without further ado, enough talking, let's jump into the races. We're going to kick things off with Ice Cream Man taking on Sasquatch. So event number 9 is underway. And the first winner for the first time this season is going to be Ice Cream Man. Coming into this event, there was 4 trucks that had never won in round number 1. Ice Cream Man was one of them, and he will change that now. Next up, we have Horsepower taking on the Ice Earthshaker. And Horsepower rolls over, and that is going to give the win to the Ice Earthshaker. Next up, we have Monster Mutt Poodle taking on the Training Truck Zombie, one of your championship competitors. He comes into this event 3rd in the points. Let's see if he's going to get it. He is! Zombie Training Truck moves on, and he eliminates Monster Mutt Poodle. Next up, we have an ice battle between Monster Mutt and Dragon. And it's going to be Monster Mutt taking the win. Next up, we have Fire Whiplash taking on Zombie Megalodon. And it's going to be Whiplash taking the win. Next up, we have Wonder Woman taking on Fire Max D. And it's going to be Fire Max D. Next up, we have Brodozer taking on the Black World Finals 19 Max D. And it's going to be an extremely close race, but let's go straight down. And you guys can see that just barely Brodozer is going to get it. Next up, we have Wildfire taking on the Creature Son of a Digger. And it's going to be Son of a Digger just barely. He did hit the line first. Next up, we have Stone Crusher taking on the Elemental Trucks Gravedigger. And it's going to be the Elemental Trucks Gravedigger. Next up, we have another championship competitor, which is Scooby-Doo. He comes into this event 5th in the points. A loss here will officially eliminate his championship hopes. Let's see if he's going to get it. He's taking on the Fire Horsepower. He will be eliminated. Horsepower hit it first, so Scooby-Doo's championship hopes are gone. Next up, we have a Fire and Ice battle between Yeti and Fire Monster Mutt Rottweiler. And it's going to be Monster Mutt Rottweiler Fire. Next up, we have another championship competitor, which is the Ride Truck Gravedigger. He is 2nd in the points. He is taking on Soldier Fortune. And it's going to be the Ride Truck Gravedigger eliminating Soldier Fortune. Next up, we have Aftershock taking on Mohawk Warrior. And Aftershock is going to take the win over Mohawk Warrior. Next up, we have Zombie Mohawk Warrior taking on Nitro Neon's Pirate's Curse. And it's going to be Mohawk Warrior taking the win. Next up, we have Time Flies taking on Avenger. And Time Flies is going to block Avenger for the win. Next up, we have Training Trucks El Toro Loco taking on Inverse Higher Education. And it's going to be Inverse Higher Education, an awful run for the Training Trucks El Toro Loco. Next up, we have Wildflower taking on the Ice Bakugan Dragonoid. And Dragonoid is going to block Wildflower for the win. Next up, we have Cyclops taking on Big Kahuna. And Cyclops hit it first. That was really close, but even if you guys don't believe me, you can go back and take a look at it for yourselves. Cyclops will take the win. Next up, we have Fire Monster Mutt Husky taking on Octonator. And it's going to be Monster Mutt Husky Fire. Next up, we have Pirate's Curse taking on the Gold Bakugan Dragonoid. And it's going to be Pirate's Curse. Next up, we have a Fire and Ice battle between Fire Son of a Digger and Ice Soldier Fortune. And that is an extremely close race, but as you guys can see from the aerial view, Soldier Fortune is going to get it. Next up, we have a Battle of the Zombies. We have the Overcast taking on the Fire. And Overcast Zombie rolls over. Fire Zombie will take the win. Next up, we have Overcast Dragon taking on your points leader, Whiplash. No way! Overcast Dragon has eliminated Whiplash in round number 1. That is huge! Whiplash, although he was the points leader, he needed to be on top of his game, and a round 1 loss, that is gonna hurt. Next up, we have the Fire Soldier Fortune Black Ops taking on the Overcast Blue Thunder. It's gonna be Blue Thunder, he hit it first. Next up, we have World Finals 21 taking on Stinger Unleashed. It's gonna be Stinger Unleashed. Next up, we have Sparkle Smash taking on the Ice Octonator. And it's going to be Sparkle Smash. He hit it first. Next up, we have Inverse Alien Invasion taking on the Mystery Machine. And it's going to be the Mystery Machine with the upset win. Next up, we have Ice Monster Mutt Dalmatian taking on Zombie Northern Nightmare. And, oh, I think it might be Northern Nightmare, but I'm going to go back and take a look just to make sure. Alright guys, so looking back at the clip, that was an extremely close race. That was just about as close as you can get without having to do a rerun. But if you look at it closely, you can tell that Zombie Northern Nightmare did win. If you don't believe me, you can go back and watch it for yourselves. And there's even a setting on all YouTube videos where you can like slow down the playback speed if you don't believe me. But Northern Nightmare did take the win, so he will move on. Next up, we have Zombie Pirate's Curse taking on Monster Mutt Dalmatian. And it is going to be Zombie Pirate's Curse. Next up, we have the Fire Mohawk Warrior taking on the Red Bakugan Dragonoid. And Dragonoid turns. I thought he might have won, but that turn is going to cost him, and Mohawk Warrior will take the win. Next up, we have two fast trucks. We have Inverse Brodozer taking on Iron Outlaw. And it's going to be Iron Outlaw, just barely. He did hit the line first. Next up, we have another championship competitor. We have Training Trucks Earthshaker, who comes into this event 4th in the points. He's taking on the Ice Northern Nightmare. It's going to be Earthshaker. Next up, we have a battle of the Ice Trucks. We have El Toro Loco taking on Blue Thunder. And El Toro Loco flips over. He's been on a roll lately, but unfortunately, he loses in round 1. Blue Thunder will move on. Next up, we have Batman taking on Nomad Avenger. And it's going to be Nomad Avenger taking the win. What a race. Next up, we have Blue Crustacean taking on Jurassic Attack. And it's going to be Jurassic Attack. Next up, we have El Toro Loco taking on the Nitro Neons Max D. And Max D is going to take the win. Next up, we have Fire Pirate's Curse taking on Bad News Travels Fast. And what a race, coming down to the end. But as you guys can see right there, Pirate's Curse will take the win. Next up, we have Queen Bee taking on Slinger. And Slinger, I think, is going to get the win. Yes, he is. Next up, we have Bounty Hunter taking on the final championship competitor, 6th place, Ice Alien Invasion. A loss here will officially eliminate his hopes. Let's see if he can get it. He is going to keep his extremely slight championship hopes alive with a win over Bounty Hunter. Next up, we have the final race of round number 1, which is going to be Fire Megalodon taking on Monster Mutt Husky. And it's going to be Husky. He hit the line first. So here's a look at all of the trucks that lost in round number 1, which means they will get a total of 1 point for this event. And now it is time for round number 2. There are still 40 trucks remaining. Here's a look at the races. Now, if you lose in this round, you will get 3 points. So there's all the races. And we're going to kick things off with Ice Cream Man taking on the Ice Earthshaker. So round number 2 is underway. And the first winner is going to be Ice Cream Man. So before this event, he never even won in round 1 before. And now he will win in round number 2. He kind of cut into Earthshaker's lane, but it's enough to get him the win. Next up, we have the Training Truck Zombie taking on the Ice Monster Mutt. And it is going to be the Ice Monster Mutt. Training Truck Zombie coming into this event was 3rd in the points. He has been eliminated in round 2. Next up, we have a fire battle between Whiplash and Max D. It is going to be Max D. Next up, we have Brodozer taking on the Creature Son of a Digger. And Son of a Digger hit it first. He will take the win. Next up, we have the Elemental Trucks Gravedigger taking on Fire Horsepower. And Gravedigger flips over on the ramp. He has a terrible run. Fire Horsepower will advance. So coming into this event, the 1st and 3rd place drivers in the championship battle have already been eliminated. 2nd place is Ride Truck Gravedigger. Can he take advantage of the other 2 trucks already being eliminated? Let's see. He's taking on Fire Monster Mutt Rottweiler. He is going to take the win. That was a good race, but Gravedigger will edge him out. Next up, we have Aftershock taking on the Zombie Mohawk Warrior. And it's going to be Aftershock. Next up, we have Time Flies taking on the Inverse Higher Education. And, oh, what a race down to the end, and Time Flies is going to edge him out for the win. Next up, we have the Ice Bakugan Dragonoid taking on Cyclops. And Cyclops is going to get the win. Next up, we have Fire Monster Mutt Husky taking on Pirate's Curse. It is going to be Pirate's Curse. He hit the line first. Next up, we have a Fire and Ice battle between Ice Soldier Fortune and Fire Zombie. And Soldier Fortune hit the line first, so he is going to advance. Next up, we have an Overcast battle between Dragon and Blue Thunder. And it's going to be Blue Thunder just barely. He did hit the line first. Next up, we have Stinger Unleashed taking on Sparkle Smash. And Stinger Unleashed will take the win. Next up, we have the Mystery Machine taking on Zombie Northern Nightmare. And the Mystery Machine rolls over, and that's going to give the win to Zombie Northern Nightmare. Next up, we have Zombie Pirate's Curse taking on Fire Mohawk Warrior. It's going to be Fire Mohawk Warrior. Next up, we have Iron Outlaw taking on Training Trucks Earthshaker. It's going to be Training Trucks Earthshaker just barely. Next up, we have Ice Blue Thunder taking on Nomad Avenger. It's going to be Ice Blue Thunder. What a race. Next up, we have Jurassic Attack taking on Nitro Neon's Max D. It is going to be Jurassic Attack. Next up, we have Fire Pirate's Curse taking on Slinger. And Pirate's Curse is going to take the win. Next up, we have the final race of round number 2, which is going to be Ice Alien Invasion taking on Monster Mutt Husky. It's going to be Alien Invasion just barely. So here's a look at all of the trucks that lost in round number 2, so they will get a total of 3 points for this event. And now it is time for round number 3. We are down to 20, so here's a look at all of the races. Now, if you lose in this round, you will get 5 points. So we're going to kick things off with Ice Cream Man taking on Ice Monster Mutt. So round number 3 is underway. And the first winner, I think it's going to be Monster Mutt. Yes, it is. Just barely. Monster Mutt will take the win over Ice Cream Man. Next up, we have Fire Max D taking on Creature Son of a Digger. And Son of a Digger hit the line first, and he will take the win. Next up, we have Fire Horsepower taking on the Ride Truck Gravedigger. And it's going to be Fire Horsepower with the big upset win. So coming into this event, the top 3 in the point standings were Whiplash, Ride Truck Gravedigger, and Training Truck Zombie. They have all been eliminated, and next up we have Aftershock taking on Time Flies. And Aftershock rolls over. That is going to give the win to Time Flies. Next up we have Cyclops taking on Pirate's Curse. And Cyclops is going to roll over, and that's going to give the win to Pirate's Curse. What an upset. Next up, we have Ice Soldier Fortune taking on Overcast Blue Thunder. And it's going to be Blue Thunder with the come-from-behind win over Soldier Fortune. Next up, we have Stinger Unleashed taking on Zombie Northern Nightmare. And Stinger Unleashed hit it first. He will take the win. Next up, we have Fire Mohawk Warrior taking on the Training Trucks Earthshaker. And it's going to be Earthshaker. Next up, we have Ice Blue Thunder taking on Jurassic Attack. And Ice Blue Thunder rolls over, and that's going to give the win to Jurassic Attack. Next up, we have a Fire and Ice battle between Fire Pirate's Curse and Ice Alien Invasion. This is also the final race of round number 3, and Alien Invasion is going to get it. So here's a look at all of the trucks that lost in round number 3, which means they will get a total of 5 points for this event. And now it is time for round number 4. We are now down to 10 trucks, so first things first, if you lose in this round, you'll get a total of 7 points. Now, I will go over the field of trucks in the next round, but basically, how this is going to work, because of course, with 10 trucks, that would go down to 5, and 5 is an uneven number, so out of the 5 losers, whichever 2 have the best run will face off in the fast loser race, so the 4 trucks that end up getting eliminated here will get 7 points. So, yeah, without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Ice Monster Mutt taking on the Creature Son of a Digger. So, round number 4 is underway. And that is a very close race. Let's see who got it. And from the aerial view, you guys can tell that Son of a Digger will take the win. Next up, we have Fire Horsepower taking on Time Flies. And Horsepower is going to block Time Flies for the win. Next up, we have Pirate's Curse taking on the Overcast Blue Thunder. And it's going to be Blue Thunder. Next up, we have Stinger Unleashed taking on the Training Trucks Earthshaker. Oh, I don't know who hit it first. Let me go back and take a look. Alright, so looking back at the clip, that was such an extremely close race. But looking at it very, very closely, you can tell that by the slightest bit, the Training Trucks Earthshaker did take the win, but Stinger Unleashed will be guaranteed a spot in the Fast Loser race. So next up, we have the final race until the Fast Loser race, which is going to be Jurassic Attack taking on the Ice Alien Invasion. It is going to be Jurassic Attack. So these 5 trucks have all moved on to round number 5, but now it is time for the Fast Loser race to see who will take on Jurassic Attack. So these are the 5 trucks that got eliminated in that round. So I'm sure you guys could obviously tell that Time Flies and Ice Monster Mutt had the worst runs, because out of these 5, they're the only 2 that did not hit the line. So those 2 trucks are eliminated. But basically, with these 3, since like I said, they all hit the laptop, so it was pretty tough to tell who would have went farther if it wasn't there. But since I said that Stinger Unleashed was guaranteed a spot in the Fast Loser, he will be in the Fast Loser race. So what we're going to do is a race here between Pirate's Curse and Ice Alien Invasion. Now, the loser will be eliminated like these 2, and they will get 7 points for this event, or I believe it's 7. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's 7. So, the loser will be eliminated, and the winner will take on Stinger Unleashed in the Fast Loser, and the loser of that race will get 7 points as well. So, anyways, guys, first things first, we have Pirate's Curse taking on the Ice Alien Invasion. So, who is going to take on Stinger Unleashed in the Fast Loser race? I think it's Alien Invasion. Let me check. Alright, so looking back at the clip, that was so close between Ice Alien Invasion and Pirate's Curse. But if you looked at it close enough, you could tell that just barely Ice Alien Invasion did win. So, he's in the Fast Loser race taking on Stinger Unleashed. Let's see who's going to get it. It is going to be Stinger Unleashed. So these 4 trucks have been eliminated, so that means they will get a total of 7 points for this event. And now it is time for round number 5. So before we get things started, I'm very quickly going to go over the field of trucks. So inside of the Creature Son of a Digger, we have MJ Productions. Inside of Fire Horsepower, we have Monster Jam Boy Wilkins. Inside of the Overcast Blue Thunder, we have Mega Monster Jam 97A. Inside of the Training Trucks Earthshaker, the only championship competitor left is Chase Bance. Inside of Jurassic Attack, we have Jagged Cake Minecraft and Lego. And inside of Stinger Unleashed, we have Jeanette Ronteria. So, yeah, these are all the trucks in round number 5. This round will work very similarly to the last round. So, there is 6 trucks. Now, obviously, that would go down to 3, which is an uneven number. So, out of the 3 losers, whichever 2 have the best run will face off in the Fast Loser race to get the last spot in the semifinals. And the 2 trucks that end up getting eliminated in this round will get 9 points. So anyways, guys, without further ado, we are going to kick things off with Creature, Son of a Digger, taking on Fire Horsepower. So round number 5 is underway. And the first winner is going to be Horsepower. Next up, we have a battle of two fast trucks. Although the Overcast Blue Thunder's championship hopes are no longer alive, he's still a fast truck because coming into this event, he's still in the top 10 in points, and he is taking on Earthshaker Training Truck, who came into this event 4th, and he is a championship competitor, and the highest championship competitor remaining, so let's see if he's going to get it. He will take the win over the Overcast Blue Thunder, and he had such a bad run. That pretty much means if the loser of this race has a better run than Blue Thunder, which means they just have to get past there, then Blue Thunder will probably not be in the Fast Loser race. So next up, we have the final race until the Fast Loser race, which is Jurassic Attack taking on Stinger Unleashed. And it is going to be Jurassic Attack, but Stinger did go farther than Blue Thunder, so he's going to take on Creature, Son of a Digger, in the Fast Loser. So these three trucks have moved on to the semifinals, but now it is time for the Fast Loser race. So I already said which two trucks are going to be in the Fast Loser, which are Creature, Son of a Digger, and Stinger Unleashed. It was obvious that Overcast Blue Thunder had the worst run, so he will get 9 points. The loser of this race will get 9 points as well, but the winner will go on to the semifinals. Let's see who's going to get it. Alright, so it is going to be an extremely close race, but for the second round in a row, Stinger Unleashed wins the Fast Loser race. He will eliminate the Creature, Son of a Digger. So these two trucks will get a total of 9 points for this event. And now we are down to the semifinals. So if you lose in the semifinals, you will get 11 points. So let's go over the field of trucks. Inside of Fire Horsepower, we have Monster Jam Boy Wilkins. Inside of Training Trucks Earthshaker, we have Chase Bance. Inside of Jurassic Attack, we have Jagged Cake Minecraft and Lego. And inside of Stinger Unleashed, we have Jeanette Ronteria. So yeah, the only championship competitor remaining is Training Trucks Earthshaker. Coming into this event, mathematically there was 6 championship competitors, but the Ice Alien Invasion and Scooby-Doo no longer have a chance. So pretty much it's between Training Trucks Earthshaker, Training Trucks Zombie, Ride Truck Gravedigger, and Whiplash, and the only one still in is Earthshaker, so we'll see if he can continue to total up the points or if Fire Horsepower can stop him. So let's find out. Can Fire Horsepower put an end to the Training Trucks Earthshaker, or is Earthshaker going to roll into the championship race? Let's see. What a race! That was extremely close, but as you guys can see right there, the Training Trucks Earthshaker is going on to the championship race. Fire Horsepower will get 11 points. So who is going to meet the Training Trucks Earthshaker in the championship race? Is it going to be Jagged Cake Minecraft and Lego and Jurassic Attack, or Jeanette Ronteria and Stinger Unleashed? Oh, I think it's Jurassic Attack, but let me go back and take a look. So looking back at the clip, that was an extremely close race, but you could tell, if you slow it down slow enough, that Jurassic Attack did take the win. So Stinger Unleashed, just like Fire Horsepower, will get 11 points for this event. Better luck next time in Event 10. So this is what it all comes down to. This is the championship race of Monster Jam Points Competition, Season 2, Event number 9. So inside of Training Trucks Earthshaker, we have Chase Bance, and inside of Jurassic Attack, we have Jagged Cake Minecraft and Lego. So the winner will get 15 points, and the loser will get 13. So Jurassic Attack does not have a chance at winning the championship this season, or the overall championship, I should say, but Earthshaker Training Truck does. Can he continue to total up his points, or will Jurassic Attack be able to stop him and have Earthshaker only get 13? Let's find out. Your winner of Monster Jam Points Competition Season 2, Event number 9, is going to be none other than Chase Bance in the Training Trucks Earthshaker. So Jagged Cake Minecraft and Lego and Jurassic Attack will get 13 points. You still did great, and you just fell short of winning the championship, but better luck in Event 10 to you. But one of the championship competitors, Chase Bance, and the Earthshaker Training Truck, which I believe this is the second event he has won this season, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what the first one was, but I do think he did win an event earlier this season. Maybe it was like 3 or 4. I'm not 100% sure though, but anyways, congratulations to Chase Bance and the Training Trucks Earthshaker for winning event number 9, and I'm not sure if you're the points leader, but we're about to find out here in just a couple of seconds because I'm going to go total up the points, and then I will show you guys, so I will be right back. Alright guys, so here's a look at the current point standings after this event with only one event left in the entire season. So as you guys can see right now, the Training Trucks Earthshaker and Ride Truck Gravedigger are actually tied for the points lead with 77 points. And then third place is Whiplash, he is just 2 points behind. And then fourth place is the Training Trucks Zombie, just 6 points behind. And now since the most points you can get in a single event is 15 points, because if you win a whole event, you get 15 points. So obviously with only one event to go, you would have to be within 15 points of the points leader, technically 14, because even if you lose in round 1, you still get 1 point. But basically any truck that's within 14 points right now still has a chance at the championship, and that is just the top 4, because 5th place right now, the Ice Alien Invasion, he is way more than 14 points behind first place. So that means there are 4 championship competitors heading into the final event, which are the top 4 in the points, and they are all separated by just 6 points, and the top 3 are separated by just 2 points. So those 4 trucks, the Training Trucks Earthshaker, driven by Chase Bance, the Ride Truck Gravedigger, driven by Supper Large Billy, Whiplash, driven by Doomsday 5155, and Training Truck Zombie, driven by Monster Jams Times 10. Those are going to be the 4 championship competitors heading into the final event, event number 10, which that should be out probably by Wednesday, so make sure to stay tuned for that, guys. It could even be out Tuesday, actually. I'm not really sure, but yeah, so that is the top 4 on the points. Now, I will quickly show the rest of it just so you guys can see where you are, even though nobody else has a chance at the championship. But the rest of the guys rounding out the top 10 right now are Ice Alien Invasion, Overcast Blue Thunder, Scooby-Doo, Cyclops, Inverse Higher Education, and Ice El Toro Loco. Actually, they are also tied with the Ice Monster Mutt Dalmatian. 9th, 10th, and 11th are tied there. But, yeah, here's the rest of the point standings. You can see 12th place is Jurassic Attack, your runner-up from this event. But, yeah, so just look for your name and your truck, and then you can see how many points you have, and also what place you are in the point standings. So, yep, so here they all are. Here's the second page out of 3. Now, there are still, I think 3 guys that have never won yet in round 1 this entire season, which you will see at the bottom. We'll see if any of those guys can change that in the final event, event number 10, which those 3 right now are Overcast Zombie, Wonder Woman, and Wildfire. Those are the only 3 guys that have not won in a single race yet. They have lost in round 1 each time. So we'll see if they can change that in event number 10. But yeah, that is pretty much going to do it for this video. Again, you guys can see right now the top 4 in the points are the only 4 that still mathematically have a chance at the championship, and they are the 4 championship competitors heading into event number 10. So, like I said, that's pretty much it for this video. So if you guys are new to my channel, make sure you guys subscribe, and then of course, as always, make sure to leave a like on the video, post anything down in the comments that you want to, and turn on post notifications, and I will see you guys next time.